Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we'll explore the best Visual Studio Code extension which will help you work better with your programming and productivity tool, and it will also help you with make your VS Code experience very much more productive. Okay, there are so many helpful extensions. We're going to look at these amazing extensions of 2024. So these are the ones we are going to run through. The first one is Tabnine, Code Runner, Live Server, Draw.io, Prettier, Code Spell Checker, Excel Viewer, To Do, and Material. So let's head over to our Visual Studio Code. I have opened a simple JavaScript folder. Okay, we got some code over here. So let's look at the first extension, which is Tabnine. So go to the extensions tab and search for Tabnine. Okay, at the top you see this Tabnine AI autocomplete and chat for JavaScript, Python, TypeScript, Go, Java, and more. So these are what this basically does. It's a brilliant AI coding assistant with AI code completion. So this helps you, if you're a beginner or even an experienced, if you want to write faster code, your syntax, to avoid syntax errors, it will do some autocomplete for you, which is absolutely great. So let's take a look. Let's first install it. So it's going to take you to this page, which will say describes what it is about. So it's going to take some time, so I will just move ahead and in this video to where the Tabnine is already installed. Okay, so it's getting installed over here. So you got to accept some settings. You can also change it. I'm going to accept all settings for now. And I think it's still initializing it. Alright, so now let's take a look at this extension. Alright, you will see the Tabnine, it says get code. To get the code suggestion as you code, you will see the Tabnine code suggestions inline in gray, in addition to the IDE's pop-up suggestions. Alright, so let's take a look here. So we got to sign in. Okay, we also have to do a sign in, so let's do that. So you got to go to this website. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log in with my Google account, which is first easier. You can also give your email. So we're going to select my login over here and we're going to proceed into Tabnine. It's going to ask me for some password. Please go ahead. So now it tells me that you can close this tab and start working with this ID. Alright, so awesome. Okay, so let's close this tab. Let's go back to this thing and let's open up the code. Alright, so here now let me try to write one script. So here if you see here, this automatically gives me the next suggestion. Okay, you can either choose to accept it. So now if I want to write some other logic over here, if I go out of this, and suppose I want to write again a message like ternary operator. And there are some other things. So here we are trying to generate this let's try something else. So if we'll select this and say Now I can also use it to explain a section of my code. Suppose I go here and select, I select say explain code. So like if I go here, it gives me the options as to what all I can do. I selected the explain code option, I selected this block. So let me see, I'm going to click continue. Initially it takes some time to work. So here it goes ahead and explains to me like what that code is doing, which is really awesome. Okay, and it also gives you the full details as to what functions it is doing and what else it is doing. Okay, so we have this thing over here which is I feel really helpful for us. So it will also explain your code. And now you can also say generate test, or we can write doc strings for code, or you can also fix code. Now let's say suppose we have an error over here. Okay, we have a syntax error over here. Now when we try to save this, it's going to give an error. So if I cover this part of the code and say fix code, it takes some time. So it's telling me a couple of errors over here. So it gives me the example of how to fix this. So which is already great. I can just fix it from here, or I can just say insert, and it replaces the whole thing. Alright, so you can make a judgment call over here, but what I am saying over here is this is applicable for Java, Python, and it's extremely helpful. So this is one of my top tools which I suggest, especially in the world of AI now, and this is one of the best extensions, that is Tabnine, which gives you AI suggestions for your code. Alright, next one, the next extension we'll look at Code Runner.